Hi, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Liv.
And this is the Mach-E vlog. We are at Electrify Expo in Long Beach, California, and we're going to take a tour of the Ford booth and show you some of the cool stuff that Ford is doing here at Electrify Expo.
So let's go.
So we're going to start with this. This is a F100 custom, but by custom they mean it's been electrified. It has basically a Mach-E chassis built in it. I believe it is actually dual motor. We took a test ride in this in the New York Auto Show. Very cool. I love the color details here. It has like the copper accents,
and it has the GT interior, so it has copper accents on the inside too.
I don't think we can see inside.
Really.
I'll try to
see us.
There we go.
Hey, nice.
So look at that. It looks like a Mach-E
GT. Yeah.
It's very
really
cool.
Gorgeous.
So let's see what else they have. Of course, they have a black Mach-E GT Performance Edition, but it's the night pony with the black wheels. Looks very, very sweet.
Water in the front, ice in the front. It's kind of melted already today because it's quite warm. But
quite warm out here.
Yeah.
It's bright and sunny. A lot of people are checking
Hey, check out over here.
The Mach-E.
So something else that they have is a really interesting new opportunity. At the moment, it's just in San Diego, Los Angeles, and somewhere else. San Francisco? San Francisco. So this is a partnership. Hello. It's in partnership with Uber, and it's basically like a leasing opportunity, but per week or per month.
Yes.
Per week, yeah. So if you Uber and you have over 4.8 stars, 4.85, then you could do it. And over 180 rides. 150, whatever. You know, I don't remember anything. Carry on.
There's also just some other cool stuff they're showing. Their mobile charger and their connected charge station. And then over here is the Charge Station Pro. So just, giving people an idea of like what the charging looks like if you have a Mach-E or an E-Transit or an F-150 Lightning. There's a little bit of what is this, cornhole? Is that
cornhole?
Yeah, cornhole. Over here they had a station where you could, are you trying to win?
I cornholed.
Over here there's basically an area where you could order a Mach-E or a Lightning.
Ashley, of course. We have Reese. We have Jake.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
Yay! A couple of Ford people, and then Ashley is the Girls Club founder.
They have free vegan chicken sandwiches, which is really nice. And
which the interesting thing here, of course, is like a lot of times you go to these things and the truck is, the stuff is being powered by generators. They are actually using the F-150 Lightning Pro Power on board to power this stuff. So there's the everything plugged in, safely going under here, and then they're making food, giving away food here at the Ford booth.
And it's already really loud because of the music. Hopefully you guys can't hear it because otherwise we'll get a copyright strike. But it would be so much louder if there was a generator as well. But there's not. We have these trucks. It's super awesome.
And of course, anytime you have F-150 Lightning, everybody wants to hop in the front. But of course, the Mega Power Frunk is one of the more exciting things. And is that ice? Water. I'm gonna grab a water.
It's so warm.
It's getting warm out here, and I'm getting really thirsty. But yeah, so that's what Ford is doing here at the booth. But
side note, this is actually kind of cool seeing this in use because we have the ice here with the water bottles, but you have the partition here. So I imagine if you're doing a Frunknik or something, you could have food behind and then have your water and ice here. And you don't have to just have it used for this. So that's cool. Really cool to see that.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what they have here at the booth, but they're also doing ride and drives, and they did a Cars and Coffee this morning. So let's check that part out.
And there's a sweepstakes, so scan the code.
Well, first of all, if you want to do the test drives, you start here to register for a test drive. Now Liv has something to say.
Oh, well, Miriam's going to help you with that. Yes. She's awesome. How's it been today?
It's been amazing. We've had a lot of enthusiasts come through, old and new, people that have either had EV from Ford or are interested in getting it. And everyone's really excited about the Lightning power capability, which is also my personal favorite feature. I love that you can take this thing anywhere. Say you're out in the middle of the desert, you want to power your cooler. If you have a Kenmore refrigerator, plug it in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like, how's the rate been between Lightning and Mach-E signups?
So it's a little different. It depends on who you're getting in here. We have a lot of people who do a lot more of the heavy lifting that are into the Lightning, obviously, and kind of like, I want to say like the heads, you know what I mean? The EV heads are really interested in that, but then all the enthusiasts are really about the Mach-E.
Oh, cool.
So it's
awesome.
a good mix of both.
Nice, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, and you guys have really nice looking stickers here. Check these out. We got Mustang stickers and F1 Lightning stickers.
Yeah.
F-150 Lightning.
F-150. F1 Lightning.
Yeah.
It's a whole new thing.
Oh, new branding. New branding. Go with it.
Crossover.
Yeah. But we'll go check out the drive now. So sorry. We were about to finish, but she just dropped this out there. She was like, oh yeah, that food truck, because we can smell it. It smells amazing. It's the vegan chicken sandwiches. Delicious. So she was like, oh yeah, they were the winners of the Great Food Truck Race. I competed with them last year.
I competed on the previous season a couple of months ago. They competed last year. And then she judged one of our challenges because she was the winner.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it was a
Yeah.
previous season, so you can't tell us what happened.
No, I can't tell you because it just ended. The show airs June 18th.
June 18th?
June 18th.
Oh my
This
gosh,
year,
watch it and you'll see her. What kind of food?
Yes. I make Pakistani street food. So
Oh
it's
my
like,
gosh.
yeah, it's like the food I grew up eating, but then integrated with my American. I'm a first generation Pakistani person, child of immigrants.
Amazing.
So I was making the food they made, but I don't want to get all that lost in this EV, like amazing.
We want it all
okay.
lost
We love
in
it
it.
though. It's like you're the story behind it. Like this is someone who's working with Ford and making stuff happen, and she's spicing things up with like picking. She picked that restaurant, and everyone here is getting to experience. And I think it's really cool. And like what a story and what a person to add some flair to this. So wait,
thank
where
you.
can someone try your food?
Detroit.
Road trip.
But we'll
Done.
be back out here. We were around here for a while, so maybe there are actually some LA folks who recognized me yesterday
No
in the ride and
way.
drive line, and they're like, Kana, Detroit, which was really cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I want to think that I'll be back here to do some stuff pretty soon. I love Los Angeles.
One, everyone in Detroit, go get some food. They got a lot of Ford people out there, a lot of people with Mach-Es. They're going to
Definitely.
come to your food truck, restaurant.
It's a pop-up, so
Pop-up.
they can come anywhere. Sometimes we're in a food truck, sometimes we're in a restaurant, sometimes we're in the park under a tent.
Oh my gosh, Hana, Detroit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Aw, thanks.
Thank you.
That's so fun.
There's a line for the Ford test drive experience, and of course they have Lightnings and Mach-Es. There's a Lightning right there, and also a red Mach-E GT. So people are getting a really good experience out here at Electrify Expo, test driving their choice, Mach-E or Lightning. And of course there's other cars out here, but we won't talk about that.
Thank you. Ford Model E, Vice President Product Marketing.
Yeah, the Ford Model E strategy was really a group that was set up to really operate as at the speed of a startup inside of Ford Motor Company to develop our EV products, develop those experiences, and really bring that digital aspect into the company. So it's kind of leading the innovation on the EV space while we still have the Ford Blue product line, which is of course the traditional ICE products, and then the Ford Pro side of the business, which is focused on commercial customers.
The Ford F-150 Lightning was Motor Trend's Truck of the Year this year. It's an amazing vehicle, right? Everything everyone's screaming on, it's great, awesome, right? Now, when we announced it, though, maybe some people on social media or any place there's a comment section did not feel so bullish about certain aspects of the vehicle's performance. Particularly, I think it was cold weather, range, and towing. So with that in mind, I heard that you're driving one right now. What are some of the challenges in your role marketing EVs as we are, in this stage, which is like sort of past early adopters into sort of mainstream adoption? So a lot there, so go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's a great question, and I think I want to frame it in really starting from the customer, and the reality is we're not just going all EVs. We still offer a wide range of products, right? But as you pointed out, the F-150 Lightning it's the best full-size pickup out there. I mean, it's an amazing vehicle for a wide range of customers. It's the smoothest, it's the fastest. We have Pro Power on board that can literally change the game in powering work sites, campsites, intelligent backup power. It's just an amazing vehicle, and it does tow, and it's built for tough. It has all those characteristics. Of course, EVs have inherent conditions, right? Particularly when you do get into cold. That's just physics, right? And of course, there's ways to mitigate that by pre-charging. And preheating the battery and so on. But So our real focus here is making sure that those main customers that are using this vehicle, the mainstream people that really love it, making sure that they have a great experience. If they're towing, we use cloud-based data prediction for range and where you're going to stop. We make sure that we have the Blue Oval charge network, so there are those places that they can charge and plug and charge and keep that trip going on. And then the reality is, for those customers that want to tow 10,000 pounds across the U.S., we'll sell you a Super Duty, and be, you'll be just as happy. But it's making sure to understand that it's the tool for the task, right? We have the tools, we have a great lineup of products. So if it's not for you, we have another product for you. But we think it's overall the best full-size vehicle out there.
And you mentioned something interesting that Ford actually did post-launch of the Lightning, which is at launch, the Lightning did not have the ability to precondition the battery, is my understanding. And you did an over-the-air, an OTA push that enabled that. I think that might have been either right around the time or just before you had started. But this is now part of your challenge, right? Is communicating and marketing and telling people, A, that this exists, and these are the benefits, right? So what would you say is, what's your approach in doing that and getting out in front of people who are interested but maybe skeptical about bringing EV into their life?
Yeah, it's a great point. I think one thing to learn about EVs and software-defined vehicles is they're living and breathing products, and they're going to continue to improve. Honestly, being here is one of those things that you do. I think what we know as we reach the EV audience is growing, and it's no longer the early adopter. People do want to learn about the products and experience them. So one of the biggest things we're doing is we're scaling our production, right? So we've now scaled. We're going to be able to produce 200,000 Mach-Es, over 200,000, and we're ramping Lightning production run rate of about 150,000 by the end of this year. And what that means is we're able to get products out there for customers to experience. Right now, you can order a Mach-E, you can go to a dealer and actually experience one. And again, that's what this event is all about. So customers can come in and experience them, learn about them. And then on the other side, it's really leveraging our dealer network as well, right? Is you can order a product online if you want. You can have a 100% online experience, but we also leverage our dealer network to be able to go in and be that expert and to answer those questions and to give that hands-on experience. So it's really that hybrid model that we're focusing on is, it's up to the customer. You choose your path. And I think that's a consistent theme you'll see is giving customers choice and making sure that we're able to deliver on what their needs are. But I do credit the team that we have. I think this is a great example when we talk about software-defined vehicles. We're using data from the vehicles, how customers are using the vehicles, aggregated, anonymized, of course, it's to protect their privacy, but we're able to see when there's friction, right? This isn't going out and just surveying customers, it's actually seeing how they're using it and combining that with of course, one-on-one and research. But we have then a very clear path for what we need to do. So you're seeing that in our improvements to our future products, as you mentioned, with the Lightning, as well as changing the sync screens with Blue Cruise. All of these things are living and breathing, and we're able to use that data to improve the experience for the current products and also on the next gen products that we're developing right now.
Okay. Software-defined vehicles, powertrain independent.
Yes, and so these are platforms, right? We think of them as platforms. Model E is really the center of excellence for the digital experience and the customer experience, but then that will roll into other products. So you're seeing that with the F-150, if you have the same 4A system in F-150, those same updates are coming as well. So it's not just limited to the EV products, but that's the user that really wants them and demands that type of technology. And then as we develop it there, we scale it out.
What is next for Ford? What's next for Model E? What are things that we should look to in the near term?
Well, first and foremost, I think that the big message, and I said one of the reasons we're here is, we launched these products, and obviously there was a time when we're scaling up, but we are now to that point where, we promised to deliver 600,000 units by the end of 2023, and we're ramping up to meet that. These, both the Mach-E and the Lightning are available, and I think that's the big thing, is getting to that scale where we can now fulfill more customers' needs, even with something as simple as, it sounds as simple as the XLT trim, where we were chain constrained, now we're able to open that up. So it's really about getting our business scaled to be able to deliver those products to customers. So that's really the first message, right? And the fact that the Lightning is now open, it's the first time it's ever been open orders, right, since its existence. So big change for us. As we look forward, we're already working on our second gen products, and we already talked about some of the areas we're going in there with the truck and with the 3-row. And of course, we have some updates to these current products that you'll see coming along. And it's sort of what I was teasing a little bit there, is understanding some of the customers and maybe some different needs that will allow us to expand the appeal of the product into a little bit different territories, into different customer needs in that sense. So, and of course, Blue Cruise will continue to be a living product. It'll continue to get updates, continue to add features, as well as the things that we talked about earlier with the HMI and so on. So,
I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. You said future product electric trucks. Is it plural?
I'm not sure. No? There's definitely truck.
Truck. Okay.
We talked about truck.
Checking here. Because man, that Maverick with either a plug-in or a full electric, that would be really something.
Take that as a data point. The customer is changing. The customer is no longer just buying an EV to buy an EV. There's products out there, and they'll compare them side to side. They'll make sure that they fit their everyday lives. Can I have this as a single vehicle in my household, or do I need to have this in another vehicle? So that's why it's really important for us, as I mentioned, to have vehicles on the ground in dealerships to go in and test drive, be able to, knowing that the customer is now changed, knowing that the customer is now sort of using a more, traditional value equation as they evaluate the products. So that changes how we market and how we have to communicate. So
on that, what do you mean? So before, are you saying like early adopters were willing to look maybe past? There's an argument that says like, oh, EVs are only for the rich, right? But now as we hit the mass adoption scale, people are coming back to what's the value for money? Do I have that right?
Yeah. And it just doesn't fit their life, right? In the beginning, they might have said, okay, well, I'm going to get it because of emotional reasons or whatever it may be, to be one of those early adopters. But now you're seeing that customer have much more traditional behaviors and have been doing those comparisons. So again, we have to change and make sure that we have the product there for them to experience, that we get our order times down. So, a lot of times when people want to buy a vehicle, they want to buy a vehicle. You can't make them wait these long periods. So that's what's really important to us, scaling and getting to the numbers that we need to make sure that, if you want one now, go to the dealership and buy one out of inventory. If you want to order one, we can get that order time down to a reasonable number that customer can plan on.
This is fascinating. So what you're saying is a lot of what has been pioneered by that other big EV brand in terms of announcing it online reservation and orders. And I know Ford touted that when Lightning came out. But you're saying that kind of works in that earlier phase, but you really need to have inventory and the ability for somebody to walk up and say, I want the white one and I want to drive away with it like right now.
It's both, right? And again, it goes back to customer choice. There are customers that have their mind made up. They can go online, have 100% online experience. There's ones that want to go to the dealer and have 100% dealer experience, and you can be somewhere in the middle. Schedule a test drive, bring it to your house. We want to deliver all of those. It's about customer choice. If you limit it, you hear a lot of stories where people say, I ordered it, but I didn't know how to use it. And I don't know who to talk to. I actually had someone tell me they had to YouTube how to use a competitive vehicle, right? So we tend to forget how the expertise of the dealer and having that person to go talk to and get educated on the product is important to a wide group of customers out there.
We're out of time. Thank you, Mark.
All right, thank you. Pleasure.
Okay, so the Mustang Mach-E Girls Club is a Facebook group. This is Ashley. Maybe you've read her story. We will link it down below. Ford featured her all about this. So shall we start with why you made this group?
Yes, well, I made this group because I just wanted a safe place for women to just connect, share their excitement about the Mach-E, and a place to ask questions and just celebrate Mach-E ownership.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to think that we have to have a separate group for women, but I think you faced a little bit of prejudice sometimes, right?
Yeah, just a little bit, you know. Social media can be kind of brutal sometimes. And, you know, I just wanted all positivity, you know, women lifting each other up, celebrating. And so that's why I created the group. And we have, I think, over 1,100 members now.
That's awesome.
It's so great. Yeah.
So if you're a girl or girl identified and you have a Mach-E or you have a Mach-E on order, right?
Right, yeah.
Then you can come join the group, and it is an awesome place to be. Everyone posts their vehicles, posts their questions. There's no stupid questions. It's just supportive and amazing. And so you got to come out here from Houston and you got to meet a couple of the Girls Club members this weekend.
Actually, I came out from Georgia.
Oh my God, why do I keep saying that? I'm like...
from like the Atlanta metro area. But I came out here and I got to meet some amazing women in the group and just to actually see them in person instead of online. But it was just such an incredible experience to meet them. So,
and their Mach-Es are around us now.
Yeah.
Obviously her Mach-E can't be here, but we had a Mach-E meetup. There was a big Cars and Coffee. This is part of Electrify Expo, which is right over there. We're about to go get in the thick of things. We've had likely a tour video of Electrify Expo, and we might have some other videos coming. So we got to do this Cars and Coffee and have like this special Ford area with Ashlea, with some Mach-Es, with some Lightnings, and with some crepes and coffee, which is very important. But it's so cool to gather together and actually meet the community, because that's one of the amazing things that we've found is just the awesome community. And sometimes you need to make that community a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And, that's what you did, huh? So I know the feature that Ford did on you, they talked about how your love of Mustangs began. Do you want to share some of that with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So it started when I was a little girl. My dad had a 1969 Mustang, and it's been with us forever. You know, we still have it today. And I just know like he was just so excited about his Mustang. Like he just loved that car. He passed about 6 years ago from leukemia, but
oh my gosh.
You know, just now that I have my Mustang Mach-E, like it's just like that connection, you know, just kind of continuing the legacy. So yeah, we've always been a Ford family. So
nice. What do you think your dad would say, like if you took him for a ride in it?
Oh my gosh, I think he would absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Like he would just be like so amazed. Like obviously, you know how the Mach-E is just incredible to drive. It's so much fun. I think he would just love it. Yeah.
That's awesome. I will put up a photo of your dad's Mustang, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I remember you showed it to me. So what do your kids think? Because you have 2 daughters.
Yes, I have 2 daughters, 14 and 8, and they love it.
Yeah?
They absolutely love it. My youngest one is like, I just want to drive in the Mach-E. So she loves it. She thinks it's beautiful, just like I do. And and it's a really good, I think, family car, you know?
Yeah.
It's really nice. So
definitely for 2 kids, I think that's a good fit.
Yeah.
Have you guys been doing family road trips and stuff like that?
Yeah, we actually took a trip to Savannah, Georgia. So yeah, we did the charging. We had the frunk open, like we did put the ice in there. And had drinks for the kids. So
oh my gosh,
love that! Like that's like such a cool feature to have a built-in cooler.
Yeah, you did a frunk neck.
Yeah, love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
super cool. Do you have any other trips planned?
Not right now. Actually, I do. No, I'm not thinking about it. We have a trip planned to Gatlinburg, so going to the mountains. Yeah, sweet. So we'll see how that goes. But.
So, and what are you going to teach your kids to drive on?
Well, we still have an ICE vehicle, so we'll probably start off there, and then I'll let my oldest drive the Mach-E.
Is it like
we'll see
the protective nature as a Mach-E drives by us, and that's your color?
Yes,
space white. Very nice.
Yeah.
Was that the actual color you wanted? You got exactly what you wanted, and you ordered it and waited for it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like literally, when I first saw the Mach-E, at first I didn't even know it was a Mach-E. When I saw the car, I was like, "What is that?" Like, there's no door handles. The color, I've never seen that color before. And then when I saw the Mustang logo, it's like my heart just stopped. Like, oh my gosh, it's a Mustang. Like, how cool is that? So yeah, literally no problems at all. I ordered the space white, the color that we first saw, and absolutely love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How long did you have to wait?
Well, we waited about 8 months, but it was worth it. We had an opportunity to get like like a darker gray color, but I was like, no, I want that space white.
It's
I'm gonna
special.
wait. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gray day today, but the space white looks extra cool because normally it's so bright and it would look white, but now it's like, is that gray? That's
it changes
interesting.
like it changes colors.
Yeah.
It looks like, yeah. So I love it.
Awesome. Well, and by the way, I love your shirt.
Okay.
Did you have that made?
Yes, I had this made.
Mach-E Mom. That's super sweet.
Yeah.
What was awesome chatting with you today. So if people want to find the club, they just go to Facebook, Mustang Mach-E Girls Club.
That's right.
And you've come to this event out here.
Yeah.
So are you guys planning any events of your own with the Girls Club?
Yes. Well, there's been some events like in Texas and
Nice.
in California. But yeah, I'm going to plan something in around the Atlanta area, like
Sweet.
a cars and coffee event. So I'll be planning that in the summer. So yeah, I'm super excited. But yeah, definitely just the Facebook group, Mustang Mach-E Girls Club.
Awesome. I mean, we love events like this. It's really easy to plan. It's sweet having a caterer and like crepes and everything, but just meet at a coffee shop and have a good time. And it's such an awesome community. So I'm so glad that you're in this community, and thank you for making this group for us girls.
Thank you. Thank you for being a part of it.
Oh, yay. Bye.
We forgot to record an outro for this video, so we're popping back to the morning to show you the Ford meetup. There was actually a general meetup for Electrify Expo, and Ford had a special area. They provided food and coffee, and there were a ton of awesome people. We got to talk to Ford engineers and spend time with other Mach-E enthusiasts and Lightning enthusiasts. And Patrick, wasn't there another EV too?
Yeah, there was a Ford Focus electric as well.
Super awesome. We had a whole bunch of different kinds of Ford EVs show up. So if you attend an Electrify Expo near you, make sure to check and see if they're doing a gathering. Maybe there'll be a Ford gathering as well. And if there is, we encourage you to attend because maybe you'll get crepes like we did, which was super fun, and get to hang out with awesome people like we did too. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us for this video in which we toured the Ford booth at Electrify Expo Long Beach. Let us know if you attend an Electrify Expo near you and what it's like, because it was really awesome, and maybe we should attend some of the other ones too. In fact, maybe we'll see you there. On that note, just remember that whatever you drive, even if it isn't a Ford, but as long as it's electric, no, it's okay, even if it isn't electric. Enjoy the ride. Bye.